Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, we have a matchup of two of the best pass rushers in the league. Both have had many battles in the AFC East. It's Cameron Wake going up against Mario Williams. Now let's get you out to Sun Life Stadium where Jim Nantz and Phil Simms have the call.
On EA Sports, two AFC East teams about to collide as we join you from Sun Life Stadium.
Hello, friends. Jim Nantz along with Phil Simms. It always gets ratcheted up, the intensity that is, when you got a divisional matchup at your hands like we do today.
Yeah, man, but come on. You can feel it here in the stadium, Jim. We felt it all week getting ready for this game. The coaches were fired up, and the players, they were so excited. Can they contain that emotion and keep it till we start this game? They have. This is going to be great.
So that means Marquise Goodwin will be back for the opening kick. And Caleb Sturgis looks set now to kick it away. And with that kick, these two rivals are ready to go. Watkins going to start his return. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. The offense is led by a 7th-round pick by the New England Patriots back in 2005 and has developed into quite a strong-arm quarterback in this league, Matt Castle.
Matt Castle used to be the backup to Tom Brady. Since then, he's moved around. He's been an all-pro quarterback, and he has played well in many, many games. This guy can really play.
The Bills will take the snap from the 25. Matt Castle with the throw, and there's Clay.
Everybody's expecting run on the first play of the game, and what is it? It's a play-action pass, nice fake by the quarterback, and he hits the open receiver deep down the field.
They come to the line of scrimmage. First down. Castle's going to take it from the gun. Robert Woods with the reception.
No doubt, time of possession can be an overrated stat in games many times, but one thing you want to do, throw and catch it just like this to pick up those first downs and keep it going.
The offense is set at the line for the first down after that completion. From the gun. A nice grab. No doubt he was going to hold on to that one.
When you play a cover 3 defense, you protect against the deep pass, but the problem is all the underneath stuff is wide open, and the quarterback is taking advantage of that.
From inside the red zone. First down at the 18. Here's the give to LaShawn McCoy, and that's a gain of 10.
First down by the offense in the red zone, and, if you're on the defensive side, you don't have to worry about deep passes anymore. You can be more aggressive and take some chances.
Breaking huddle at the 8-yard line. First and goal from the 8. Here's the give to Fred Jackson. Jenkins is there to make the stop.
If you're looking for an explosive player on the outside, look no further than Percy Harvin.
Well, he's one of the fastest guys in the NFL, so what do you do on the offensive side? You create ways to get him the football, and he is dangerous, as we know, once he gets it in his hands.
Second and goal from the 4. Makes the catch. Touchdown.
Tight ends are more valuable when you get close to the goal line because they can use their body and push off and get open that way to score touchdowns. Nice job that time by the tight end.
The Bills getting set now for the extra point.
And the extra point is good. Castle certainly given his team some momentum with that scoring drive. He just put together a possession where he threw for more than 60 yards. Williams got a chance to return this one. Powell's there to take him down. That return's good for about 32.
He was a wide receiver his first 2 years at Texas A&M before being switched back to his original position of quarterback. Ryan Tannehill now ready to make his debut.
I think when you talk about Ryan Tannehill, there's not one thing that jumps out at you that is great, but he does a lot of things really good. Throws the football with accuracy, has decent arm strength, and also can move around pretty well.
The Bills defense now loading up, expecting pass with a dime defense. The Dolphins snap it at the 36. Williams is all over that offense and brings him down.
The Dolphins offensive coordinator, he has to be frustrated by that play. I think he calls the right play, but what happens? The run loses yards. That's just a bad job at the offensive line.
At the 34, 66 yards from pay dirt. Miller's lined up in a single back formation.
380.
Second and 12. It's Jerry Hughes with the sack.
Man, this defensive end, Jim, he is some talent. That time, good job, makes the move, shows the speed, and gets around there and gets the sack.
Oh, looking at third down. Tannehill's back in shotgun formation. Should have had it. Now that's a way for the defense to make an early statement.
Yeah, I like what they're doing on the defensive side. They're moving around. They're taking some chances. They made it difficult on the offense, and it got them off the field.
The Dolphins will punt it.
McKelvin from the 16. He's taken down at the 30. And a run back of about 13. The Bills coming back onto the field on offense. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it.
Listen, momentum is on their side. When you have that going for you, keep the defense guessing at what you're going to do. So I think it's very important to stay aggressive in this situation.
First down at the 30. LaShawn McCoy takes the handoff. Wake's able to read that play and make the hit.
Got to give the defense some credit on first down. There's so many things the offense can do. They were ready for that play, and they stopped it.
Second down. It's Clay. And they get to him at the 45.
The key to being a really good route runner and running these drag routes across the field, worry about what's in front of you. The quarterback will take care of that.
McCoy, solo back set. The Bills will take the snap from the 45. And now they'll be on the other side of the 50 after this play.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
The Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. We get to see this one twice a year. What comes to mind, Phil, when you see this matchup?
Yeah, the AFC's, the first thing I think of, just the rivalry. Of course, the beautiful weather in Miami and always the cold, windy weather of the Buffalo Bills. I think of Joe Ferguson throwing the football in the bad weather, and then Bob Greasy down there with the Miami Dolphins. Two franchises that have had some success over the years.
And how many times have we seen Miami late in a season have to go play in Buffalo in weather in this matchup?
Oh, many times. It's like the NFL says, okay, we know you play in good weather. We're going to make it tough on you and send you up to Buffalo late. But two teams, Jim, that are trying to get back to the main stage, and they want to be a big part of the NFL. But what they have to do, not only overcome each other, they've got to overcome that other team called the New England Patriots.
He's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to fourth down.
This is called managing the football game as a head coach. What are you doing here? You got to lead. It's close. It's fourth down. It's short yardage. You're near midfield. Don't do it. Punt the football away, and if the other team's going to go ahead, make them drive the length of the field.
The Bills decide they will punt the football. This will bounce into the end zone for a touchback, and the ball will come out to the 20. The Dolphins offense trying to buck the trend that's taken hold here as they come out for this next drive. Defense has taken over. Each team has been forced to punt on its last possessions.
Well, I got some information for them, or some advice, I should say, Jim. Don't try too hard, because when you go out there and try too hard to buck a trend like this where the defenses are playing well, it usually leads to a mistake.
Drop back, shotgun formation. The Dolphins get a first down.
What a nice catch by the receiver. Getting past the yard markers, makes the catch, and gets a first down.
They come to the line at the 31-yard line.
Tannehill's lined up. Two tight ends set. First down at the 31. Lamar Miller with the carry. And Williams is there to take it down.
Miller's Madden's a very smart runner. He knows situations in the game. He saw the first down yard markers, and what does he do? He gets past them and picks up the first down.
They come to the line of scrimmage at the 20.
The Dolphins come out in a bunch set. First down at the 20. As Cameron. That's his first reception today.
You got to be agile when you make these kind of catches, running these short drag routes across the field. That time we saw the agility of the receiver. Nice catch.
Breaking huddle at the 10.
First and goal from the 10. They'll go ground. Miller's tackled down after a gain of 7.
The offense is so close right here. They just need to show a little power and punch this in the end zone and get that touchdown.
Stepping up to the 3-yard line.
Goal line defense on the field. Second and goal from the 3. Short run, and it's a touchdown. They've tied the game as this first quarter is winding down. I'm sure they're thrilled not to have to start the second quarter facing a stiff uphill climb.
Oh, absolutely. You got to be thrilled to be tied at this spot right now. The defense has been a little shaky here early in this football game, but the offense, great job of bouncing back and getting TD.
The Dolphins with a PAT to tie the contest. The point after try is in the books. Ball's on the tee. Got a tie game now. The score's 7-7. The Bills are ready to return the kickoff. Goodwin's got it on the return. And he's tackled right at about the 28-yard line. The Bills stalled on their last drive, forced to punt. So now the offense comes back out onto the field.
Yeah, they're coming back out. They lack confidence, and I understand why. They came out, couldn't get anything done. The defense was flying around making the plays. They got to change the tempo of this game.
First down at the 28. Handoff to the outside. McCoy. He's tackled right at the 31. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry.
McCoy's a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottle him up for a short gain.
It's now second down and 7 after the 3-yard rush.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Handoff made to the outside. McCoy.
McCoy's trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
Third down on the way. From the gun. Looking at every option. that pass is just thrown away. The Bills will punt it. Landry's going to take this one from the 14. Good yardage picked up on that call.
Landry's such a great athlete. You got to find ways to get the football to him. Here's another way to get it to him. On a punt return, how explosive is he? Man, that's the answer.
The Bills defense comes back onto the field. Did not look so good that last series, giving up the touchdown.
Oh, you know the coaches are upset. My gosh, they ran some of the most elementary defenses that you can run, and they had mistakes by the defensive players. So they coached them up on the sidelines. We'll see if we see different results.
Miller's lined up behind his quarterback as the single back. And gains about one. One player to watch on that offense is Jordan Cameron.
Yeah, he's a gifted tight end when you talk about Jordan Cameron. He's got the size, and he's a good route runner, just a tremendous target. He can get down the field and make those big plays.
Looks like a false start on the offense. The Bills lined up in the nickel.
Ready. Blue 10. Blue 10.
Second down and 13. Miller's the receiver on the screen. Johnson for the tackle. Here's a look at the defense at cornerback, the former first-round pick out of South Carolina, Stephon Gilmore.
Well, he is a good corner, no doubt. And you love your corners to be tough, good tacklers, and cover. And that's Gilmore. He can do them all.
It'll be third down. The Bills go with the dime formation here on defense. Tannehill's got it in the gun. The catch is made by Cameron. Tackled down right around the 47. That's another reception, giving him 2.
The Dolphins on their offensive play sheet, they don't have many plays for third and long situations, but that is a really nice job that time by the offense, the quarterback. They pick up the first down. That'll get you going.
They come to the line, and it's first down. The quarter is about to end. One more play first. The first quarter has come to an end, and we've been treated to a great old-school defensive battle. We'll be back after this. We're back here getting ready for the second quarter. Phil, that was a defensive tug-of-war the first quarter.
It sure was, and it was a tug-of-war, and it was boring. That's what it looked like. I want to give the defense some credit. I thought they did well, but really the offenses, just poor play selection, poor execution, and you got to get some emotion going out there on the offensive side.
The Bills with a nickel look here on defense. And the second quarter is underway with this snap. Greg Jennings with the grab. And that'll be a gain of about 2.
Well, the quarterback showed off his arm strength that time, didn't he? He put the football right on the money, on a line, right into the receiver's hands.
The pass
play, picks up only 2. So now it's 2nd down and 8 following the completion.
Hey, blue 10, blue 10. Cut,
Jennings got the grab on the touch pass. That's reception number 2 for him.
Another name for the fly route, the go route, it's a streak. And that means they want you to be a blue streak, run as fast as you can, get by that defense, and make a big play.
Tannehill's completed his last 6 passes.
Just 4 yards away from the end zone.
Let's see what they do on 1st down following that huge play. Tannehill gives it up. And that's good for only a yard or 2. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry.
If I'm on the defense and the offense is this close to scoring, I'll tell you what I'm doing. I am sending everybody. I am going to gamble that it is a run. If they have the courage to throw it, let them. If they do, of course it'll be a touchdown.
Ready to make the stop on the goal line, loading up that defensive front. 2nd and goal from the 2. Power surge for 6. Touchdown. Early in the 2nd quarter, they've staked themselves to the lead with that touchdown.
Yeah, listen, don't start looking at that scoreboard, though. It's too early in the game. You just got to keep playing. Don't worry about winning and losing, but it's nice to be on top.
Dolphins for the extra point. Inside of the uprights. Tannehill's going to watch his defense come out here in a moment. He was good for over 70 passing yards on that last touchdown drive. The Dolphins getting set for the kickoff. Goodwin's going to test the coverage this time. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. Rashad Jones marching back onto the field now. Their defense has had a lot to do with them getting out to this lead, and he's been the one setting the tone, Phil.
Yeah, Jim, I love the way he plays. He's had a terrific day so far. His toughness, I think that's his greatest quality.
The Bills come to the line with a bunch set. The Bills take it from the 23. McCoy looking out wide. That's a gain of 6. He's averaging about 4 yards a carry.
When you talk about counter runs, what we just saw that time, the defense thinks the play's going one way, then a pulling guard or tackle comes around and catches a defensive lineman off guard and makes a good block.
That'll be 2nd and 4 after the running play. McCoy wide to the left. Gains about 3.
McCoy's never able to build up that power that he has as a running back when there's nowhere to go. Hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short gain.
3rd down.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
Jackson's going to take the handoff now.
Well, one of the hardest things to do, and I think in the NFL now, is 3rd short is run the football and pick up yards. That time, nice job by the offensive line. They showed their power, and they picked up the 1st down.
It's first down as they head to the line. Castle's lining up in the pistol. The give. Trying to fight through right up the middle of the field. Dixon's tackled down at the 50.
Always good to have these types of runs. Hey, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
Second down and 2 to go after the running play. Castle's going to take the snap from the shotgun. The Bills now move the chains.
Good route that time by the receiver on the out route. Nice throw by the quarterback. This is what they call a timing route. Well, they were right on time.
First down here.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Castle standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. And it's swatted away.
When you see this cover 2 defense as a quarterback, you got to know where to throw the football. That time he did not make a good decision. You got to throw it sometimes deep down the middle. The safeties are not there. They're outside. He did not take advantage of that coverage that time.
Second down after the incompletion. Whoop, was that a false start?
Oh, yeah, that was easy to see. Even with your bad eyes as you get older, you could see that he moved before the snap of the ball.
And now, after the penalty, it's second down and 15. The Dolphins defense now is going to go nickel. Castle's going to take it from the gun. Harmon's going to pull in the bullet pass. That's his first reception today.
That's what you call a bullet pass. Very little space to throw the football into, but he gets it done. A lot of velocity, right on target.
It's third down coming up. It's a 2 tight end formation. Woods with the catch. The Bills trail here in the first half, Phil, but you can't say there aren't some positives here. Castle's been dropping back and finding targets so far.
Yeah, you're saying it right. They are behind, but it's not the fault of the offense. The offensive line giving this quarterback protection, and when you give him time, he's one of the best in the NFL.
Breaking huddle at the 30-yard line. The Bills line up in the pistol.
Green 90. Green 90.
First and 10. Surveys. And he makes the catch. No, the ball comes out. The ball is knocked out of his hands.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit there, don't you, Jim? They are all over the receivers, all over the field, nowhere to throw it, and it just results in an incompletion.
An extra tight end on the field for this one. The Bills will take the snap from the 30. McCoy's handed the football.
McCoy's a dangerous runner when you give him room to run, but there is no room this time. What a job by the defense. They bottle him up for a short gain.
This drive now about to reach the 10th play of the series.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Third down and 6.
able to reach up and grab it. Mark him down for another reception.
Jim, they got momentum on their side right now. They are making everything work. That was a nice play. They pick up another first down, and they got a good drive going here.
What a drive this has been. The Dolphins come out in a dime package. First and goal from the 8. Makes the catch. Taylor's the one who brings them to the ground. They're just grinding away down here, inching closer to the end zone.
Well, that's what you got to do sometimes. It's hard always to think that you're going to come out and just make big plays. You got to do the dirty work, and this offense is doing it right now.
Second down now. Stands in the pocket. Makes the catch. Touchdown. And these teams are on level ground again after the touchdown with just about half the second quarter still to play.
You know what's fun about situations like this when teams get tied, to see the strategy and what the coaches have up their sleeve that we haven't seen so far.
The Bills will tie it up with this extra point. The point after is good. Castle's going to look on now from the sidelines. That last drive, he contributed more than 50 yards in the air. The Bills ready here for the kickoff. Williams going to test the coverage here. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Dolphins will try to continue this scoring onslaught as a shootout has developed on both sides of the field.
I have a little advice for the offensive coordinator. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. Keep the pedal to the metal. Your players are playing great, and let them keep rolling.
The Dolphins now coming to the line. Been a closely contested game so far. The score's 14-14. First down at the 23. Looking for some daylight up the middle. Miller's tackled down after a gain of 10.
Miller's a great running back to have on your football team, isn't he? He goes up in there and gets the first down. Now your offense has 3 more chances.
First down here after the run. Here's the handoff, and they'll run it. Picks up 8 here.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
Second down here after that run play. They bring in the extra tight end. They try to convince them otherwise, but that's a false start on the offense. It's Tannehill out of the pistol.
Hey, 380.
The Dolphins snap it at the 36. Scanning the field. Jay Ajayi has the catch. And that's a gain of maybe 5.
That's a really good job by the quarterback that time. Nobody open deep. He throws the football short and now gets him into a 3rd and short situation.
Tannehill's now completed his last 7 passes. The offense needs 2 yards here on 3rd down after the completion.
Hey, 380.
It's Miller. He's brought down. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Miller's going to be mad at himself after that run. He picked the wrong hole. If he'd have went the other way, he would have had enough space to pick up the 1st down. He has stopped. Now it brings up 4th down.
Fields will be called on now to punt the football. That's a touchback, and the ball will be spotted at the 20. The Bills offense taking the field again. They got everything they could out of that last possession, Phil. A solid touchdown drive.
Yeah, what a productive day so far for the offense. They're mixing it up well. They got confidence. The quarterback's throwing it well. This is a very good game so far.
The Bills head to the line. 2nd quarter of a tie game. The score's 14-14. 1st down at the 20.
There we go now. 45.
2nd and 10. McCoy is taking the handoff.
McCoy's trying to be patient, but there is nowhere to run that time, and he only gets a short gain.
After that run, 3rd and 8 for the offense. The Dolphins defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Castle's back in shotgun formation. Locked in on the football and has hold of it with 2 hands. The Bills are really battling in this game so far, and one of their main weapons has been this passing game. Castle's looked in control of the offense to this point.
Hard to believe this game is tied when you watch the offense and the quarterback. They are hot. They're throwing the football. They're making it work. And we'll see if they can get ahead with another drive.
And we've reached the 2-minute warning in this one. We're back, and we're coming out of the 2-minute warning in the first half. The Dolphins lined up in the nickel.
Here we go now. Green, 90.
The Bills take it from the 43. And here we have 2nd down.
Here we go now. Blue 45.
Out of the shotgun formation. Had it, but dropped it.
These receivers in the NFL, they are so good now. Anytime you see a drop pass, it's almost always the one reason. They took their eyes off the football before it got there.
Third down now. Castle's got no one behind him. Just a quarterback waiting for the snap. He'll stand back beyond the center in the gun. Scans the field. The Bills get a first down. And he's tackled, but not until he picked up the first down. So right into the hurry-up offense they go into this 2-minute situation.
Yeah, these guys, all these pros, they've been doing this stuff since they were in high school running the 2-minute offense, so I know they're ready for it. Nice job that time by the tight end, makes the catch, and you got to look out for him now in the NFL. Remember, they're usually the closest receiver to the quarterback. Quarterback gets in trouble, he's going to look for the tight end.
Castle's completion percentage 70% on the day. The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive.
Blue 45. Blue 45.
Push them back 5 yards with the false start penalty.
Line of scrimmage, the 36.
Here we go now. Green.
First and 15. Can't hold on here as this ball's incomplete.
Jim, you look at drop passes in the NFL, it's almost always for the same reason. They take their eyes off the football, the receivers, just before it gets there. And when you do that, that little bit of lack of concentration will cause you to drop the pass.
This will be the 8th play of this drive.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
They'll hike it to him out of the shotgun. The offense now needs to pick up the first here on 3rd down after that incompletion.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Snapping out of the gun. This will be a field goal attempt from 53 yards out. Puts it through the uprights. Needed plenty of leg on that one. The field goal to take the lead here late in the first half.
A lot of good signs for this football team. Taking the lead. We've had some good coaching so far. Some good play by the players. Man, nothing but positive feedback so far in this game.
The Dolphins are back deep, waiting for the kick. Williams going to run this one out. Gets out past the 20 and brought down at the 24. The Dolphins didn't get much out of that last drive, so now here they come again on offense. I'm sure they're going to be a little bit more of an urgency to the offense this time.
Well, I'll just say this to you, Jim Nance. I sure hope so. After that last drive, that was just too generic, wasn't very well thought out, and they got to change what they're doing on the offensive side.
Got to give that defense a little credit, though, don't you?
Well, yeah, the defense did its job, but, man, that was pretty easy.
The Dolphins at the line of scrimmage. Split backfield. The Dolphins take it from the 23. Jennings with the reception. The Dolphins call a timeout. Their first.
That's second down coming up.
The Bills with a nickel look here on defense. Ryan Tannehill will take it from the gun.
Oh, and almost picked off that time. It'll be 3rd and 7 now after that incompletion.
We'll send it back to the quarterback out of the gun. Can't find a mark, and this is going to bring up 4th down. Short series this time for the offense.
Miller's one of those guys. If he drops a pass or makes a mistake on the field, he doesn't make excuses. He knows no matter what the circumstances are, if you get your hands on the football as a receiver in the NFL, everybody expects you to make the catch.
They're set to punt it away now.
McKelvin from the 19. Gains 17.
The Bills love this type of play. Of course, everybody would. When you get a good punt return, that's what you want. And, of course, it helps when you have an explosive punt returner back there.
The Dolphins defense comes out for the start of a new drive after allowing a field goal the last time.
Jim, they hope to play better this time. You take the information that you'd learned from the last drive and go out there and correct some of those mistakes.
The Bills snap it at the 36.
Makes the catch.
And he heads to the sidelines out of bounds.
Well, when there's under 2 minutes to go, good job by the offensive ball carrier that time. He knows he can get no more yards. He steps out of bounds to stop the clock.
Castle's completion percentage, 60% on the day.
After the pass play, gain 7. 2nd and 3 on the way.
Castle's got it in the gun. Pass hits the ground and goes incomplete on the short throw.
Well, when there's man-to-man coverage on the defensive side, and the defense does a job like this where they are covering those receivers, there is nothing a quarterback can do except that, throw another incomplete pass.
On the way, 3rd down.
Castle's ready for the snap, empty backfield. Dropping back now into the shotgun. Harden's there to catch the ball that had a lot of heat on it. The Bills signal for the timeout, and that's the first one they've used. The offense has had time now to game plan, strategize after the timeout, and now they're ready to go.
Coming to the line at the 44.
The Bills come to the line with an empty backfield. Now 1st and 10. He'll throw it over the middle. Look at that concentration as he makes the grab. The Bills decide to take a timeout here, leaving them with only one. First down here after the completion. Castle's going to take the snap from the shotgun. Going for the home run. Carpenter set to attempt the field goal.
Kick is good.
And as the first half comes to a close, we'll take a quick break before the beginning of the second half here in South Florida.
Thanks, Jim, and welcome to the EA Sports Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. Both teams have had their moments so far today, and that's why we have a tight game on our hands. We'll have to see if either side can take control in the second half. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. Bills open up on offense. Castle's going to complete the pass, and this play will go for 6 as they put the first points on the board. Midway through the first quarter, Tannehill's completion is made out of the gun, and he'll be tackled at the 31-yard line. Dolphins later on the drive, Ajayi's got it on the run, and he'd go in for the 3-yard touchdown. The Dolphins tied up at 7. Dolphins with the ball early in the second. Miller's going to look for a gap. He caps off the 7-play drive with the score. Dolphins up by a touchdown. About halfway through the second, the pass will be caught over the middle, and he caps the drive with a score. We're brand new at 14. 3rd down at the 44. Harvin is found on the quick pass. He ends up at the 44-yard line before he's stopped on the play. So that's it for us at the EA Sports Studio. We'll go back now to Sun Life Stadium for the start of the second half.
And we're back now at Sun Life Stadium, the start of the third quarter. The Dolphins are back deep, waiting to return the kick.
And the second half is underway in this great rivalry game. Landry's got a chance for a return. And the tackle is made. The offense will start their drive from about the 31. The Dolphins talked things over at the intermission, and I'm sure one of the first orders of business was to try to figure out a way to get this offense going, Phil.
Absolutely. That's what you want to do, and I think you do that by play call. So the coach, they have many plays that we call drive starters. Catch the defense by surprise. They need to call one of those right here and right now to get this offense going.
The Bills' defense now is going to go nickel.
380.
And here we go, the first snap of the second half. Miller's tackled down.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this, over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
They went with the ground game on first down, bringing up second. Two tight ends on the field here.
380.
Miller's out there to receive the screen pass. He's tackled beyond the markers. It's a first down.
The Dolphins look pretty confident out there on the field, don't they? And they're very calm, and they should be. That first down, they're right in this game. Don't look down the field for that big play. Just keep marching.
Miller's in the backfield. Single back set. First down at the 42. They'll run it here. And they advance the ball onto the other side of the field.
Miller's a very smart runner. He knows situations in the game. He saw the first down yard markers, and what does he do? He gets past them and picks up the first down.
For this play, they'll go with two tight ends.
Wide 20.
First down at the 44. That's a gain of only a yard.
Good coaching on the defensive side. Everybody stays at home. They stay in their gap, and they hold that run to a short gain.
Here's the football resting at the 43. Second down and 8. Here's the handoff. He's taken down at the 42. This is third down.
Ready. 380.
Throws the pass. That's a third down conversion, a rare sight so far today. That's his first reception today.
Well, I think we all know the situation here. It's a close game in the second half, and you're losing, but you pick up a first down. Oh, my gosh, that opens up many more possibilities what you can do on the offensive side. Good job by the offense.
Ready. Blue 10. Blue 10.
The Dolphins have it at the 24. Darius in on the tackle. The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive.
Ready. Blue 10. Blue 10.
The Dolphins have it at the 24. Powell's there to make the tackle.
Miller's never able to build up that power that he has as a running back when there's nowhere to go. Hey, there's nowhere to go. That's a short gain. Anytime your team is down, you're inside the other team's red zone, you look for one of your star players, your quarterback, wide receiver, or running back. They need to make a big play here.
Williams has got it. Screenplay.
And he's going to be tackled, and that's going to bring us to 4th down.
Nice job that time by the defense, knowing the situation. Go ahead and let the quarterback complete the pass. Just make sure you come up and make the tackle before the 1st down. Good job. 4th down coming up.
This will be a 34-yard field goal attempt.
And the kick is good for 3.
The game is getting later, and that field goal puts them within striking distance.
Yeah, it did that. And, you know, I think when you look at this game right now, that was a win for the defense. When you get in the second half, all you want to do after each drive is look up at that scoreboard and know that you have the lead.
The Bills are ready to return the kickoff.
Goodwin's got it. And he's taken down right at about the 29, not quite to the 30. The Bills offense takes the field. Let's see if this momentum can carry over from the first half, because they have been brilliant to this point, partner.
Yeah, a lot of things change in that locker room at halftime. You know, you might feel good about what you've done. Of course, you got to realize the defense might be upset and is willing to come out here and take more chances in the second half.
First down at the 29. McCoy's going to secure the handoff. He's averaging about 3 yards a carry on the day. The Bills lead right now, but you will see that not everything is going their way. McCoy's had a tough one, especially down the stretch. If they want to control the game, you have to think they're going to go back to him for some more touches and try to get it right.
That's right. Keep giving him the football. Keep mixing the plays up. Don't get obvious in your play calls. If you do, the defense will have everything on their side.
And that's a big tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, easy call. Be safe. Put the pressure on the other team to make the plays on the offensive side to beat you. So right here, you call something very conservative.
Now, looking at 3rd down. The Dolphins defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Launches it down the field. A close call on the interception. Delmas had the play on it.
The Bills really don't have much of a chance of picking up this first down. It's 3rd and long. Of course, the defense is looking for passes down the field. They're all over everything, and the pass goes incomplete.
All set to punt here.
Landry's got it on the return. That return's good for about 12. The Bills' defense on that last series may have taken some positives out of only allowing a field goal.
Well, listen, I think 3 is better than 7. No question about that when you're talking about the defense. But they got some corrections to make. I think they did it on the sidelines, and this time they're looking to go out there and get a 3 and out.
First down at the 31. Running right through the trenches. Miller's met at the 37.
Always good to have these types of runs. Hey, it's not a first down, but it sends a message. It shows everybody that you can run it when you want to, and also it opens up so many other things for your offense.
2nd and 4 following the run. The Bills lined up in the nickel. From the shotgun. Makes the catch inbounds. That's reception number 2 for him.
The Dolphins, good job that time moving the chains, picking up that first down. And, Jim, of course, there's no time to panic in a situation like this. I think they know that. It's in the second half. You're down just a few points. Just keep looking for ways to get another first down, and that'll serve your team well.
Tannehill's now completed 4 in a row.
Breaking huddle coming to the line at the 42.
First down following the long play. The Dolphins now move the chains. Taking another look at the stats here, we have a wide receiver who has put together a complete game, Phil.
It has been a tremendous game, Jim, no doubt about it. Now we understand why guys want to be wide receivers in the NFL instead of running backs. So many more ways to get the football and much easier to make plays happen once you get it.
The Dolphins have it at the 29. Sims makes the catch and picks up maybe 3 or 4.
Arm strength is a nice thing to have when the window of opportunity is very small. Quarterbacks with strong arms can still fire it in there. Nice throw right on target by the QB.
Coming to the line at the 25.
The Bills with a nickel look here on defense. 2nd and 6. To the ground. Runs to daylight for the touchdown. And the lead is theirs now, just before we reach the 4th quarter. What a huge touchdown that could prove to be.
Yeah, we're getting to that point of the game where you're starting to think and you involve the strategy. How do you want to approach things on the defensive side? Do you want to start calling plays on the offensive side that eats up the clock? Those things are in play now.
Makes the PAT. The Bills looking for a big return and hoping to find a way to regain the lead. Scores 24-20. The Bills are ready to return the kickoff. Goodwin's got it. The Bills seemingly had everything going early with the passing game, but it's been a big change since. Castle's tried to adjust to the defense, but it hasn't worked out.
Well, he's tried, but listen, there's nothing he can do about the offensive line. It's not been as sharp, and I'll tell you what, when an offensive line is not sharp, our quarterback's going to lose confidence.
That false start penalty will push them back 5 yards. Hassels all by himself in the backfield for this snap. First down at the 23. He was looking for Watkins, but this pass goes incomplete.
You see the offensive totals for these teams, and it's been about two teams getting it done in different ways.
What we're seeing is two different philosophies on the offensive side from these teams here today, Jim. And it doesn't matter. All you want to do is just get it done.
After the incomplete pass, it brings up second down.
The Bills in the pistol. They'll go ground. McCoy up the middle.
And at the 25, he'll be brought down. He's averaged about 2 yards a carry on the day.
The Bills have tried a couple of different ways to get the running game going, but it hasn't paid off. McCoy's been stopped from the first quarter.
Running game has no chance. That's obvious. We've seen it here today, and it's time for this offense to open it up. Quit trying to run the football and throw it down the field.
Hassel standing back in the shotgun, ready for the snap. Robert Woods with the reception. They bring him down, and the offense fails to pick up a first down on 3 plays.
You know, as a quarterback, sometimes you got to trust that arm and throw the football past the first down marker. There were guys open, but no, he takes the safe route, throws it short, defense makes the tackle, and here we are staring at a 4th down.
Landry's got it at the 17. Gets about 9 on the play.
The Dolphins will be trying to make it 3 successful drives in a row as they retake the field here on offense, partner.
They got a great feeling from the offense so far. In other words, they're confident, they feel good, so you need to keep calling plays. They keep the offensive players in a positive frame of mind. You do that, hey, I wouldn't be surprised to see them march down here and score again.
First down at the 26. Tannehill's tackled down at the 36.
That's what you want to do. Just get a first down, especially when you're on top. Keep the clock moving. Keep the defense guessing. Make them react instead of attack.
First down at the 36. And Williams is going to make the tackle.
The Dolphins offense has been tough today. They are fighting out there on the field. That's a nice job picking up that first down. It's been fun to watch. They got a small lead here in the second half. We'll see if that first down can lead them to a score.
First and 10. Gets the handle here. Now they take the football onto the opponent's side of the field. He's averaging right around 7 yards per carry on the game.
When you run the football like this and you show toughness, there is no doubt when you fake it and try to throw the football down the field, the quarterback's going to have all day to get it done.
Coming to the line at the 45.
Double tight end formation. Second down and 1.
Down the field. Third down on the way. The Bills defense now is going to go nickel.
380.
And the give to Lamar Miller. Tackle's made, and the first down is picked up.
That time, nice job. Offensive line gives him a little hole, and he gets in there and shows his toughness and picks up the first down.
As the third quarter comes to a close, we'll take a short break before the beginning of the final quarter here in Miami Gardens, Florida. The Dolphins offense tries to continue some momentum, still possessing the football as the final quarter gets underway. The football sits at the 42-yard line. The Bills defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. The final quarter underway now with this snap.
The Dolphins running back that time, he makes a bad decision. You can't be looking to make every play a big play when you're running the football. Look for a few yards, take advantage of that. He tries for the big play. What happens? He gets tackled for a loss.
Play number 6 coming up on this drive. The Bills with 2 extra defensive backs in the dime.
Blue 10.
Tannehill from the gun. Miller with the reception.
If it was me, I would cover the short receivers and force this guy to throw it down the field. You're behind by a few points. You got to try and force the issue.
It'll be third down. Tannehill's setting up now in the pistol.
380.
Lamar Miller with the carry. He's brought down. That's going to bring up fourth down.
Miller's looking for a place to run, but there is nowhere to go. The offensive line just gets dominated. Good job by the defensive line that time.
Sturgis will line up for the field goal try. The kick, it's through there. The kick is good.
Well, this guy's a machine. Every time he gets a chance to go out there and kick a field goal, it is right down the middle. Good job by the offense, good job by the kicker.
The Dolphins now getting ready to kick it away. Watkins going to start his return. And the tackle's made right around the 25-yard line. The Bills' offense is on the field, hoping to erase the memory of their last drive, which was completely unproductive, a quick 3-and-out.
Yeah, it was. I don't know if they can erase this defense. This defense is pretty good. We saw that in the last drive, and they got good players, and they're pretty excited, so this is going to be tough on the offense.
The Dolphins lined up in the nickel. The Bills will take the snap from the 25. Two hands on the football and has the catch.
The Bills did a good job that time picking up the first down. Let's look at the situation. You're behind in the second half. You keep looking to pick up those first downs, and, you get enough of them. What does it do? Pretty simple. It leads to a score.
First down at the 44. Airing it out. And intercepted.
Good job that time by the defense. Not being fooled. Being in position. When you're in position, you have a chance to make the play. That time they did. They got the interception.
The Dolphins step back onto the field on offense. Their last possession resulted in a field goal.
Well, I know this. It was good defense on the other side. That's what made them kick that field goal. So the defense is feeling good about the fact that they stopped that momentum by the offense and made them kick that field goal.
The Dolphins in quite a battle here in the fourth. The score's 27-20. First down at the 17. He runs with it right up the gut. Gains 5.
Nice run that time. When you run the football like this over a period of time, it's going to wear that defense out. There's no doubt about it. Nice job by the offensive line.
And it's now second down and 5 after running it on first down. It's Miller. And he's taken down, but not until he picks up the first. He's now over 80 yards rushing on the day.
Miller's a great running back to have on your football team. And he goes up in there and gets the first down. Now your offense has 3 more chances.
Tannehill's got 2 tight ends on the field for this snap. First down at the 28. They'll go ground. Slashes to the left side. Miller's tackled down at the 32.
Well, not many yards to get there on that play, but it doesn't matter. What a day and what a job this running back has done here.
And it'll be second down and 6 after the running play on first down. Draw, trying to plow ahead. He's averaging 5 yards per carry on the day.
Good job that time by the defense. They're down. It's in the fourth quarter. They are expecting the offense to run the football, and they stop it for a couple yards.
Now 3rd and 4 following the run. The Bills with a nickel look here on defense. From the gun, Tannehill. The Dolphins get a first down. Taking another look at the stats here, we have a wide receiver who has put together a complete game, Phil.
It has been a tremendous game, Jim, no doubt about it. Now we understand why guys want to be wide receivers in the NFL instead of running backs. So many more ways to get the football and much easier to make plays happen once you get it.
The Dolphins will take the snap from the 45. Got a flag. The defense accepts the penalty. First down at the 40. They go draw. Tackle down at the 46-yard line.
It's always good for the quarterback to really do a good job faking the pass right before the draw play. Get the defensive lineman up the field, get the linebackers dropping back for pass, and there's an open gap that the running back took advantage of.
That last running play was good for only a yard, so it's second down and 9. Looks like a penalty on the defense.
The ball is spotted at the 49.
Second down and 4.
Miller's got it on the handoff.
He's averaging about 4 yards a carry.
The game is close. It's in the fourth quarter. You're winning. You're on the offensive side. You find out if you can really run the football in these situations. That time, short gain on the run.
The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. Third down and 2. Takes another handoff. And he's tackled down after picking up the first.
When it's third and short, the defensive line, you got to guess. You got to think it's going to be a run play. I don't know what they were thinking. They let the offense just push them back, and they give up the first down. Good job by the offense, though.
The line of scrimmage, the 43-yard line.
First down at the 43.
And Parker has a reception for about 4.
Well, that was a nice job by the offense. It just puts them in a better position. Nice little throw and catch.
Tannehill's completion percentage, 80% on the day. The pass play was good for 5. Second and 5 coming up. And Matthews has got it on a pass, had some heat on it.
When you have an offense like this that just keeps getting first downs, not only are they moving in scoring position, but they're giving their defense a lot of rest.
Tannehill's now completed 4 in a row.
Nice situation here for the offense. They're winning the football game. Now they're in the red zone. Let's see if they can come up with a play that fools the defense.
First down and 10.
Miller's going to take the handoff now.
That's a gain of 10.
The Dolphins, they can do it all. Once they get in the red zone, they have the passes, the screens. They can throw it down to the back of the end zone. And how about that play? They can run the football right at you if they want to. And that time they picked up some good yards on that run.
This has been a long drive so far. They hand it off to him again. And it's used there to meet him.
Good job that time by the offense. They pick up a first down inside the 20-yard line. Now we'll see if they can punch it in and get 7 points.
Breaking huddle at the 5. First and goal. Ajaya with the reception.
And gains maybe 4.
Well, that last play almost got them in here, and when you look at this, what do? Well, you just want to punch it in. There's a lot of different scenarios. You could do a play-action fake, probably get somebody wide open, or have a running back just jump over the top for the touchdown.
Tannehill's completion percentage, 80% on the day. If they're going to have any chance at all here late in the fourth, the defense must make a big stop and give the ball back to the offense. Throws it in the end zone. Touchdown. Those should be all the points they need to polish this one off.
That was a beating that started at the beginning of the game, and it never stopped. What a great job by the offense and the football team.
Dolphins for the extra point. And the point after is good. The Bills are ready to return the kickoff. Watkins has got a chance to return this one. And the tackle's made right around the 26-yard line. The Bills. Bill, what's the issue with this team? This offense specifically. 3 straight drives without a score.
Well, Jim, I'd say this. It's bad coaching. I just hate what they're trying to do on the offensive side. They're not putting their players in position to give them a chance to compete against this defense. They've got to change things up, give their offense a chance, and give these players a chance.
The Bills snap it up at the 26. The Bills now move the chains.
Well, don't look at the scoreboards, which tells you you're down by a couple scores. Just concentrate on every single play and try to get another first down.
They're back at the line after that catch for a first down. Castle's going to take it from the gun. Intercepted. They bring him to the turf.
That was an awesome job by the defense. They just read the quarterback's eyes. They got in position, and they made the interception.
The Dolphins getting set to take over on offense. If they can get a repeat of their last possession, Phil, they will be thrilled.
Well, this team is noted for just having a balanced attack, and we saw it there in that touchdown drive. It was awesome, but they can do everything well. They got experienced players and talent. Usually when you put those two things together, you get great success.
Well, I wouldn't want to be a defensive coordinator going against this offense today. The football rests at the 44. First down at the 44. Wide to the left. Williams in on the tackle. The Dolphins have stayed with the run game today, and it's been a big part of their game plan. Miller's been absolutely brilliant and almost impossible to bring down.
What a dominating performance by this offense today, just coming out and out-hitting the defense, giving the running back opportunities, and they are taking advantage of it.
Just 2 minutes left in this one now.
back in a moment. We're back. Only 2 minutes remain in this one. At the 30-yard line, here comes the snap.
Red, blue 10, blue 10.
First and 10. Handoff. Picks up about 5. Timeouts called, and we're going to step aside. Be back in just a moment. Back out there for action after that defensive timeout. Second and 5 coming up. The Dolphins will take the snap from the 25. Johnson's there to make the tackle. Defense now signaling for a timeout. Third down. The Bills' defense now is going to go nickel. They run the counter play. Gaines is in on the tackle. The defense stops the clock.
The defense has got to be a little aggressive here. Your team is down. You've got to attack this offense. You don't want them to get in there and get another score.
Now first and 10. And the give to Lamar Miller. And that's a gain of 9. He's now pushed past 120 yards rushing today.
The Dolphins, they believe in their offense. They know once they get inside the red zone, they can run or throw. That time they run the football, and it picks up some good solid yards. Great job by the offensive line.
It's now second down. They want to keep feeding him the football. Over the line. Touchdown.
What a job by the offense. So little time left to drive down the field and score. That just ices the game. Nice job by the whole football team today, but especially on the offensive side.
The Dolphins now will tack on the extra point. He made it. The Dolphins are ready to kick it away. Goodwin's running this one out. Able to move past the 20 and brought down at the 23. The Dolphins have been anchored by their defense in this game, and that's why they've got the comfortable lead here in the fourth quarter.
You're right. Look, this defense has been outstanding. The defensive line has dominated, and they have allowed those linebackers and everybody else to run free and make plays.
The Bills take it from the 23. Looking at every option. Second down following that incompletion. The Dolphins defense brings in an extra member of the secondary. They'll go nickel. Castle's back in shotgun formation. Freddie Jackson with the reception.
It's third down coming up.
They'll go to the hurry up here as the clock runs. He'll take the snap from the gun. That was Delmas on the coverage that time.
The Bills will second-guess that play call. That time on third short. They throw the football. Everybody thought they were going to run it. They were trying to be too clever, and it backfired. Now it's fourth down.
They're in punting formation.
And Davis has got a chance this time. He's tackled right at the 24. And a run back of about 10. The Dolphins offense is on the field for a victory bout. One kneel down, and then they can celebrate, Phil. What a feeling.
Yeah, it's got to be great for them, and what a difference. You look at them walking on the field, you can see the emotion, the body language, and look at the defense. Everybody head down, knowing all that work was for nothing because you did not win the game.
Takes a knee. Most times, Phil, a rivalry game comes down to the wire, but this was one-sided today.
Yeah, you know, Jim, when you play a rivalry game, it's that for a reason because you know them so well. Then you come out here and just get destroyed. That hurts your confidence. It makes you worry about what you're doing. You know, a lot of things to correct after this game.
For Phil Simms and all the crew at EA Sports, Jim Nantz saying so long for now.